Hey lovers, it's your host, Miss DeeVa. You already know. We are about to talk about another hot topic. This is what you should expect when you tune in to Ask DeeVa. The one that got away. That's the topic tonight. And I know that there are still about maybe 2,500 of you still saying that. Like the rest of you, including the person that's listening, never said that, never intends to say that again, already knows where I'm going with this, right? But we have to talk to those 2,500 who still don't get it. So I know that you get it. And when you get it, you're going to share it and tell your friend to tell another friend to tune into the Ask DeeVa show, right? So let's just get right into it. The one that got away. I want you to delete that phrase out of your existence. I want you to forget that you ever learned it. I want those words to be so scrambled up that you will never put them in that sequence ever again. Is there any way that any one of you, 2,500, remember, those are the only ones still doing it. Is there any way that you guys could just stop? Because it just doesn't exist, babe. It's a thing that was taught to you. You know, Cray Uncle Pete and Sister Strawberry and Auntie Cake. They all taught you that because they just had this whole thought process in their head that there's actually someone out there that still wanted that ass. You know, like. So they just they tell themselves that until they're like 80 years old and dying, and they told you that story. And so you continue to believe that, Uncle Pete hopping on with his cane to the memorial barbecue and telling you all about this person that got away that really wanted them, but they left, but they really wanted them or they would have stayed, right? So it doesn't exist. And I am so sorry to break your heart right now. The only one that gets away from us are the ones that pass away. Speaking of passing away, we cannot do a show on my platform without remembering those who have lost their lives for our freedom to do the things that we do all the time, including my soldier. So we're going to talk about that coming up later on this weekend, Sunday and Monday. But I have to think about my families that are grieving this Memorial Day weekend, but also remembering the good memories and celebrating the life of. So yes, in the case of death, they get away, but they don't necessarily get away. It's just, it was their time. But for you to just sit up there and be talking about Shaniqua that's now married to Derek and they are living a happy life and you're over here with Bam Bam and you are just kind of living a mediocre life with Bam Bam because you still got your thoughts on Shaniqua, but she's just all in tune to Derek. But you actually think that if you had Shaniqua, you wouldn't be living this mediocre life with Bam Bam. I need you to just stop because that's not even real. That's just some facade that you have built in your head and you actually believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. The one that got away does not exist. The person did not get away by chance. If the person is no longer with you, they were never meant to be for you. So the perfect movie that's going to break that down for you, honey, showed me this movie called The Adjustment Bureau. The Law of Attraction, the Adjustment Bureau, all those things, right? Nothing happens without a reason. Nothing happens without a season that it's supposed to happen in. Nothing happens that's just per chance, right? So if you are no longer with Shaniqua and Derek walked in her life and Shaniqua and Derek are all happy, it's not because she got away from you and you're stuck with Bam Bam. You and Bam Bam were meant to be. That's the one. And she ain't got away. She like right there in your face about to slap you the very next time you say the one that got away, right? So you and Bam Bam is good because you and Bam Bam were meant to be because you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Again, you're going to have to go watch that movie, The Adjustment Bureau, and it's going to make more sense. If it doesn't make sense the first time, we all work with several levels of IQ. Watch it again. You'll get it eventually, right? So watch it about 4 or 5 times. I understand that. But I'm telling you, you and Bam Bam is it. There is no such thing as The one that got away. The one that got away for walking within the purpose that is her life. And that is where she's supposed to be. So her and Derek are good. They're not thinking about you and what might have been, could have been, should have been. Like that's only on the mind of the facade that you have built up in this little imaginary world that you have built. She's not thinking about you anymore, and vice versa, ladies. So there's no such thing. Ask DeeVa. You can trust me on this. There is no such thing as the one that got away. The person that is no longer with you never wants to come back. No, that's a lie. All right, we have to back up a little bit on that, DeeVa. But the person that's with you, that person that left you, even if they did have some maybe minimal thought process of coming back to you, it's not going to happen if it's not going to happen, if it's not meant to be. The one that got away is just not a thing. I'm telling you, people, because life has this path that it goes on. My father told me so many years ago, everything that we experience in life has already been mapped out. God already had a plan for our life, so it's already going to go the way that it was supposed to go. And he didn't really think about the law of attraction or anything like that when he's trying to explain it to me, but I understand it, right? So I understand it and I get it, and it's just the truth. It's just the way it is. Something that was said when I went to the Life You Want tour with Oprah and who does she have with her? Oh, Iyanla Vanzant and all the greats, right? And something that she said, life is like you're holding on when you first come out the womb and you're holding on to this little string, right? And so you're holding on to this string, and then you're going to 5 years old and 10 years old and 15, 20, the next thing you know, your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're still holding on to that same string, and it's just lengthening itself out all the way throughout, and it's going in the direction, think of a yarn, and how it unravels. It's going in the, yarn doesn't really unravel in the same direction, right? Doesn't. It's just not going to happen. So it's going to unravel in all kind of different directions, right? That is doing what it's supposed to do. When it gets to the end, there's it. So I hope you're not on your deathbed, like still thinking about the one that got away. Like you have so much more life to live. So I promise you that it feels good to say that. And sometimes, you petty, I'm a petty queen, right? So sometimes you petty kings and you petty queens, y'all like to throw that out there to Bam Bam to try to make her feel some type of way. Like, I'm just saying, Bam Bam, Shanika the one that got away. And if it wasn't for me getting with you, Derek wouldn't have her. Because you want to win an argument, and that's just not true, boo. That's just a facade in your head, and I need you to let that thing go, right? But some jokes in here, but some truth in there, right? So you guys understand where I'm coming from. So there's no such thing. Again, the movie that I suggest, no plug, just the movie that I suggest, The Adjustment Bureau. It's going to really break that down and make it make a lot of sense. It's going to make so much sense when you watch that movie. And if you've already seen it, go watch it again, right? But it's going to make a lot of sense. So there's no such thing. So just stop crying and whining in your heart and soul over that person that you think got away from you. That person got on their path to the direction that they were headed in life, because all of us are headed in whatever directions that we're supposed to go in, and it's not really controlled by us. It's controlled by those little dudes in with the hat and walking through walls. Right? You just got to go watch the movie, but it's not controlled by us, right? So thanks everybody for tuning in. And let me see if I can get this right, because I left out some people last time. So thank you, Spotify. I appreciate you. Apple Podcasts, I appreciate you. Google Podcasts, thank you so much. YouTubers, I love you. Thank you so much. Spreaker, you're the platform. You're the one that make this thing happen. I thank you. I appreciate you. iHeartRadio, you guys are amazing. Did I leave anybody out? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blog Talk Radio. You guys are back there rewinding, and that's really popping. Thank you for all of those who are purchasing books lately. Somebody over in the UK got me a little bit of love going, and some orders came in this week. Thank you so much, Amazon, for letting me know. In the United States, you guys are purchasing. Thank you so much for letting me know. Shout out to Don and Amy in Texas for supporting me, Team DeeVa. I appreciate that. That's it. That's all I had. I had this thought that came because we were sitting here watching The Flash, and what episode was it? So it'll make sense to him. Episode 2. Okay, so season 5, episode 2. And I was like, so something was said and I was like, yeah, there goes. That's how the topics happen sometimes. So the one that, so they're just, the one that got away is just, it's just really a myth. I'm sorry. I am so sorry to crash your soul if you never knew that. But again, the 2,500 are the only ones that did not know it. You're listening. You knew it because you're a know-it-all, and you're never going to let Ask DeeVa have any answers that you don't already know. So we get that. So we're just like on this platform doing a whole nother thing now. Like DeeVa, they know. They're just going to tell your friend to tell another friend to tune in because they're the 2,500 that don't know, right? You're good. You could just press stop now. Fast forward to the next show because you don't need to hear anything else from you because you know it all. And I'm cool with that. Just share it for the friend that you know so much that you know more than her or him. Share it with them because they didn't know. And that's how we're going to work this. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Be safe out there. But most importantly, please, please, please make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do and remembering those who gave you the freedom to do what you're out there doing this Memorial Day weekend. Be careful and mindful of not saying a celebration. You know what I mean? So let's be careful and think about those things and do your research if you don't understand. To end this night, I have to say congratulations to my son. I am so, so proud of him. It's his story to tell. He's going to show it. He's going to tell you guys. So all of you guys that know me personally, he's going to share that soon on social media. But if you know us personally, then you already know what's up. But thank you so much for being a part of our world. Yes, congratulations to my baby boy because he's a big baby boy now and I'm so excited about that. That's it, you guys. Another Ask DeeVa out the door. Thank you for tuning in.